One day is a blessing, the next is a curse. But that's how it is, that's how love's supposed to feel. Like God and the devil have struck a deal. You should hurry to love him now. Oh, you should hurry to love him now.
everybody, and welcome to this episode of Let's Talk Tequila with the Hombre. Hope you guys are having a great week. Things have been pretty good here. Got lots of stuff happening as well this week. We've got some great allocated bottles coming in this week. Of course, some of them are going to be exclusive for the Tequila Barrel and Agave Collective members only, and that is the Don Fulano 20th anniversary. Should be coming in this week, hopefully. We're hoping it should arrive, hopefully, if not today, later tomorrow. But also the Don Vicente Extrañejo, which is also heavily allocated. We're told that should be here by the end of the week, this week. So both of those are some very good allocated limited edition bottles that will be coming in. That'll be exclusive for the Tequila Barrel and Agave Collective members. And if you're interested in joining and becoming a member so you get access to these kind of things, make sure you click below. You'll see to join the Discord, the Tequila Barrel and Agave Collective. It is on Discord. So make sure that if you do sign up, you download the Discord app and log in and go through all the channels so you can see what's posted where and familiarize yourself with where the password is to get access to picking up the exclusive stuff off of Ferment and Still. So those are some good things. G4 108 proof just landed as well. That'll be open for everybody on Ferment and Still. So if you are interested in getting that, make sure you go and put your email address in on the waiting list. And as soon as that hits, emails will go out to everybody that's on the list so they can grab it. It is also allocated, and we're only getting a limited amount. So if that's something you wanted to get, make sure you put your email in and make your purchase as soon as you get the email that it's in. All right. So those are some of the things that are coming in. The San Matias anniversary blend, 135th anniversary. Those have been shipping. Those are still on the site too. There's still some available. People have already actually started receiving those. The G4 Madeira came in last week, and that was for members only as well, and we sold out of that. All the Tequila Barrel and Agave Collective members bought it all, and so each of them, that wanted access to it got it, which is good. There was plenty. And I'm trying to think what else. Oh, the San Matias Gran Reserva Blanco is in stock as well. We sold out of that first, but then we got another batch in, so there should be plenty of inventory on that right now. And then we'll be doing a San Matias Gran Reserva barrel buy. If you didn't see the video, I did post the video of the barrel selection when I was in Mexico. I videoed it. We got two really good options for barrels, and barrel F and then barrel B as the secondary barrel, where they're both kind of really different, but good. So I'm looking forward to that. Those will be good when they come in. We'll probably look in December before they come in. And so that's pretty much it as far as news for right now. But let's check in with our subscribers and answer questions, and let's get some chat going here. So, hello, Hombre and Naveen. How are you? Bienvenido. Welcome. Glad you can make it. Tater Don. Salud, amigo. Glad you can make it. Bienvenido. Naveen wants to know, can you make a video about some of your home-aged tequila? I already have. There's some videos up there about the aging projects. And then if you want to find out more, join the collective. There's a whole home aging section where everyone shares their projects and stuff. So, Hola Hombre, got my Carrera 54 and love it. Plus the Magia Estrana was great. Also, cheers and thanks. Well, good. I'm glad you enjoyed those. That Carrera 54 Still Strength Blanco is just so good. It's so amazing. Once you start drinking it, you become like addicted to it. There's so much agave flavor and stuff in it, and it is just so tasty. Everyone keeps coming back and buying more and more bottles of it. Now, when I was in Mexico, I was talking with the Camarenas, and they were trying to make another batch of it, but they weren't having very much luck in duplicating the same flavor profile, but they're still working on it. But so this flavor profile that we do have is exclusive to Ferment and Still. You can't find the Carrera 54 anyplace else right now, and it is an amazing, one of the best batches I've ever had. So there's no guarantee that any other batches are going to be anywhere near as good as this one was. So if you're interested in trying it, pick it up from Ferment and Still, and order a couple of bottles, order a few bottles, because once it's gone, and when it is gone, you're not going to be able to get any more, and we don't know that any subsequent batches are going to be nearly as good as this, but they said they're going to try to make it as close as possible, but so far they haven't had very good luck with a couple of batches that they tried, so we'll see what happens. Question is Ferment and Still shipped in Montana? I may be moving there. As far as I know, they do. Yeah, you can check with them, but I'm pretty sure they do. I can't find Carrera in Columbus, Ohio. So disappointing. I'll drive to Kentucky this weekend to see if you won't be able to find it in Kentucky, especially the 54, the high proof Blanco, because it's exclusive to Ferment and Still. You won't be able to find it anywhere but on Ferment and Still. So I wouldn't waste your gas driving. Instead, put the gas towards paying for shipping, because now you're thirsty. I think we're all thirsty. Bienvenido, David. Welcome. Glad you can make it. Hola, Quicksilver. Bienvenido. Welcome. Happy Thursday to you too, buddy. Glad you can make it. Jan. Bienvenido. Welcome. Glad you can make it. Always glad to see you. And Tater Dom says to cheers to Jan. Hey, C-Spill. Bienvenido. Welcome. Glad you can make it. Always good to see my old friends here as well. So one of the things I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start doing some blind tasting sessions where I'm going to send out some sample bottles where the people on the panel aren't going to know what is in the bottles at all, period. And then they're going to come on and we're going to do a tasting, and they're going to pick which ones that they like the best. And of course, the blind ones, they're all going to be similar, profiles and stuff like that, but similar tequila styles and stuff. So what I'm going to do is, if you're a member, and you have to be a member of the Tequila Hombre channel, so you have to be actually joined and pay the $10 a month to be a member. If you're a member and you want to participate in a blind panel, and the first one we're going to do is Blancos, high proof Blancos. So if you want to be part of the panel, then send me a DM through either YouTube or Instagram or whatever, and let me know that you're interested. In order to do so, I do need a commitment from you that you're going to participate on the live stream that's going to be on Instagram. And let's say that we'll do the Instagram live stream on a Thursday night. So like around 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, so 10 o'clock Eastern. So you'd have to be able to say, yeah, a Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I'm available. And if you are, I'm going to look for 3 volunteers to do the first panel. So if you're interested, DM me and let me know that you're interested, and get me your address. I will verify that you're a member. And if you want to know who's members, if you look down at the live chat here, you look to next to Jan Nissen's name. He's got like a special badge there. Same with Travis Convoy. He's got a badge there. Those guys are members. They're the ones that have joined the channel. And so for these blind panels, I'm going to be selecting my members to get these and to do the tasting for me. And you will have to appear live on Instagram, which I'll bring you in during an Instagram live stream, and we'll do that on a Thursday night. So this gives me time to get the bottles out. So it may not be this coming Thursday, or it's not going to be today, but it won't be this coming Thursday either. It'll probably be 2 weeks from the date that I asked for the panels. That way everyone gets a chance to get their bottles. So when you get the bottles, don't drink it. Don't drink it. But don't comment here that you want to be on the panel. Send me a DM because I'm going to need your mailing address and stuff, or through either Instagram or through YouTube or whatever. So that is what you'll need to do. So you'll need to have Instagram, and you'll need to have access to it, and you use a phone or a tablet to come live with me with the camera and stuff. It's easy to do. So those are requirements. If you don't have Instagram, make sure you download it if you want to do it and install it and set up an Instagram account. It's free to do. It doesn't cost anything. Let's see, where were we? So now Mexico says, "Hola hombre, happy Thursday. When the Carrera Extra Añejo out? Not for a while. Don't even count on that for a while. We'll be lucky if it comes out by December." What's up, hombre? Salud, Ricky. Glad you could make it. Bienvenido, welcome. I just picked up a bottle of Don Julio from 1942. Oh yeah, that's gross. Don Julio's gross. Okay, well, DM me and send me a DM through either Instagram or through YouTube with your mailing address. As long as you're a member. Let me see, is Smush a member? Life is Smush. Yes, he is. Okay, that works. I'm down, but don't have it. You have to install Instagram. You'll have to have Instagram in order to come on the live stream. So, hey, Felix Diaz. Hola. It's going well. How are you doing? Bienvenido. Welcome. Glad you can make it to the live stream. Hey, Vera. Bienvenido. Welcome. Glad you can make it. That sounds super fun. Will the blind tastes be live on YouTube? No, they're just going to be on Instagram because I can't bring 3 guests on YouTube. Not on this format that I'm using. I'd have to pay a lot more money to be able to bring more guests on. I can only bring 1 guest on this format, so we're going to do it on Instagram anyways, and we'll draw a bunch of viewers. But you can tune in here to get the results if you want, like on the next live stream. Do you know of any tequila distillers that distill to proof, not to strength, not still strength? Yeah, there's a lot. El Tesoro distills to proof. Yeah. There's quite a few that distill to proof. People make a big deal about that, but there's a lot of El Tesoro always has been distilled to 40%, 80 proof. Just a little bit over 80, like 82 proof. Just because when they do age it, they lose some ABV. You guys, don't forget to give me a like for the information I'm sharing and the fact I'm here answering your questions. Click the thumbs up. Give me a like. Doesn't cost you anything for likes. It helps out the channel too. So make sure you give me a like. We got 33 people on and 3 likes. So let's get those likes up. Carrera is booming. Yes, it is booming after the review. Hey, thank you so much, Naveen, for the super chat. Oh, you just became a member. Thanks for becoming a member. Appreciate that. Welcome to the membership. Yeah, it has been booming. It's the top seller right now for ferment and still. They haven't #1 selling Blanco, and people keep coming back and buying more, which is great. Those of you that haven't tried it yet, you owe yourself to try it. It's absolutely phenomenal. And for anybody that says, "Hey, I want to know what cooked agave really tastes like," this is one way to do it because it is the closest I've gotten to bottled cooked agave that I've ever had in my life. So. It is, and everybody that I've poured it for, like tequila connoisseurs and stuff that have tried it, have been like, "Wow, this is really good. This is really good. This is like biting into agave right out of the oven after it's cooled." And I'm like, exactly, yeah, that's exactly what it's like. Except it's got alcohol in it. And then the people that don't like it are people that don't like me. They haven't really tried it. A lot of them haven't tried it. But they'll instead do it because they want to, get me because they don't like the success and stuff that I'm having and what I've accomplished. So just ignore those guys. Everybody that's tried it has come back and said that's really good. Even people that didn't know that I was attached to it, like the guy from Agave Social podcast or whatever, he did a review on it and then didn't know that I helped develop it. And he's like, "Oh no, this isn't your." I'm going, "No, it is. It's only still strength they made." So that was kind of funny. But yeah, it's an amazing high proof Blanco. It's I think it's the best one on the market right now. Nothing's come close as far as getting pure agave flavor. There's some that are really good out there that have, a lot of fermentation flavors and stuff in it, but this is the cleanest fermentation, which just leaves like pure agave flavor that I've ever had from anybody. So it's really good. I recommend trying it if you haven't, and if you have and you like it, buy some more bottles, because once we run out, you're going to be kicking yourself that you didn't. I know I got 2 cases, so I just bought another case. I keep it well stocked because I have friends now that come over and go, hey, let's drink some of that still strength that you poured last time. And I'm like, okay. So we sit down and have some stogies and drink some good still strength Blanco, which is really good. El Tesoro doesn't add water. No, they don't add water to their Blanco. It's distilled at proof. Carlos, for that line, distills it at 40%. 41, 42%. Because it does leave a little extra just in case they lose ABV in the barrels and stuff when they age it. So, but it is distilled at proof. What else? It's hypocrisy of some people who don't try Carrera and give opinions on tequilas. Well, thank you. Yes, it is hypocrisy. I agree. It's childish. It's I sit sometimes and I shake my head and go, these guys are adults that behave like this. Why? Do they not have anything better to do with their time? You notice I never rip on any other influencers or social media people. I don't insult other people. I don't insult people that have different tastes and like different profiles than me. If you like Class Azul, great, enjoy it. Somebody has to. And I love you just the same. I don't believe in taking time, because it takes just as much energy, if not more, to hate somebody as it does to love and embrace them. And I'd rather spend the time loving and embracing people and enjoying what opinions and thoughts and stuff that they want to share, versus hating on somebody because they may be more successful than I am, or doing things better than me, or whatever. It forces you to grow. It forces you to try to improve things and do things better, instead of hating on people. I just don't understand the hate thing. It's just kind of stupid. So, but the high proof Carrera is beautiful, and so they don't understand too that they may be picking on me about it and trying to get to me, but they're hurting some innocent Camarenas, and the tequila really is fantastic. So don't let the hate and stuff stop you from posting about it and telling other people about it, because we're helping the Camarenas. We're helping a brand that deserves the help. They're doing things right. They don't use additives, and they produced a fantastic tasting tequila. I know people are afraid to post about it in some groups and Facebook and stuff, because they're afraid that they're going to get hate talk from some of my haters in there. Don't worry about them. Post anyways, because you're helping the brand. Don't let these guys intimidate you. Love the high proof Carrera. Can't wait for the G4 Madeira to come. Yes, the high proof Carrera is amazing. Everyone that I know that's tried it has come back and said, I absolutely love it. So, any collaborations with other tequila makers? Yes, I'm going to be. We're going to have a Viva Mexico Blanco. Let me see. Do I have it here? Oh, I do. There you go. The special Viva Mexico Tequila Hombre edition. Yeah, that's going to be 90 proof. This stuff is really good. So, I'll do a review of this here soon. When I was in Mexico, I had to do a tasting on it, because it's actually been sitting in the tank for 2 years. It's been sitting for 2 years, just kind of melding and getting even better and better. It's so good now. I think the words that Sergio Cruz used when we tasted it was fantastico, which is it was It's so good. So I'm really looking forward to getting this bottled and getting this out here. You guys are going to love it. It's going to be great. My back itches, so hold on a second. It's going to be great. So you guys are going to love it. It's I hate it when I get a back itch on my back. So it's going to be fantastic. So that's going to be the Viva Mexico Tequila Hombre Special Reserva Special Edition. So that'll be great. So look for that to come out. Hopefully we'll get it. I'm hoping before the end of the year that'll come in. Tequila Hombre, do you run from it? I don't run it, but I am a partner in it. Yeah. Volunteer for tasting. I have tried different tequilas, but never could identify tasting notes as much as you can do. Well, you don't have to identify tasting notes. This panel is just going to be about picking which ones you like best, right? We're just going to do kind of a test to see blind which ones you enjoy the best. So you'll just have to pick. I like this one first, this one second, this one third, this one fourth type of thing. You don't have to pick out flavor notes and stuff. So don't worry about that. But send me a DM through either YouTube or Instagram, and you'll get give me your DM me your address, and then I'll pick the 3 ones that'll be my panel members and let you know. Okay. You're picking up the Don Vicente Extra Neo from Jazz tonight. You can't wait. Oh, okay. Well, I don't think it's arrived yet. So, according to the brand, it's supposed to be here before the end of the week. But I don't know. Maybe it arrived today. I don't know. But Jazz is a good guy, so that's good. We'll be getting it on Ferment and Still. If it shows up today, it'll probably be posted tomorrow for the members. Hola, Ivan. Bienvenido. Welcome. Glad you can make it. All right. So don't forget, you guys. Don't forget to give me a like. Click the thumbs up for your. If you like the information I'm sharing with you guys and answering your questions. We got 28 people and only 15 likes. Click the thumbs up, guys. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you click the subscribe button and click the notification bell next to it so you know when I post videos or when I go live. And then if you want to become part of the tasting panels, so we're going to do Blancos, we'll do Añejos, we'll do Extra Añejos, we'll do all kinds of different things, even Mezcals. And I'll select different panels every time from the people that are members of the channel. So join the membership and you can be selected. Of course, I'm going to try to work on the members that have been members the longest at first because they've been with me for a long time. So DM me and let me know if you're interested and that you're committing to do the live stream on Instagram. And then we'll get you. We'll pick a panel. Okay. So, hello, Hombre. When you say you taste bacon notes, is it really bacon in the tequila, or are you saying it tastes like bacon? I don't think I say bacon. I think you're thinking baking. BAKING. Baking spices. Not bacon spices. I do love bacon though. Bacon's great. But I don't think I've ever said that I identified bacon notes in a tequila. So I think you're thinking of baking. Like when you bake a cake, baking spices, which are like nutmegs, cloves, cinnamon, allspice. Those are baking spices. Is it true that once you try mezcal, you'll never view tequila the same because of how complex it can be? That can be the case. It can be super complex because there's over like 50 agave species you can choose, and the flavors are just so different than tequila. Tequila's very basic on the flavors compared to mezcal, but some people are turned off by the smoke. So it's not true for everybody. It may be true for some people. Some people are hypersensitive to the smokiness that mezcal has, and revert back to tequila. And some people really enjoy it and can dive deeper down into that rabbit hole. But it is a rabbit hole, and it can get crazy because all the different varietals of agave that you can choose from. But it's a lot of fun. You definitely taste different things, and you have to kind of adapt your palate to some different flavor notes than what you're used to just from tequila. So, Mark, if possible, do food and tequila pairings. And yeah, no, I'll do it in this channel. How is the Excellencia aging project coming along? It's coming along pretty good. We're on week 7, and we should be week 8 next Tuesday, and I'll probably pull it after on next Tuesday for week 8. We'll go 8 weeks on it. It's not extremely dark right now. It's still, fairly light colored, and the flavor profile, it was really good. I didn't think it was quite yet getting to Excellencia as far as the barrel influence that we're looking for, but we'll see. I'll pull the stave out and then let it sit for a couple weeks, do a little tasting, see where it's at, and if I need to, I may drop another stave into it, or drop the same stave back into it and let it sit for a little bit longer. But we'll let it air out for a little bit, and then I'll taste it and let it settle before I make a decision on it. So I'll keep you guys posted. I'll do probably an updated video on it on the YouTube Reels, so you guys can see how that's coming along. All right, you guys, don't forget to click the thumbs up. Click the thumbs up. Give me a like for the information I'm sharing here. We got 29 people and only 18 likes. Click the thumbs up. It doesn't cost you anything. Itching. I don't know why it's itching. It's weird. I love my back scratcher. I love back scratchers. How's your Fort? Oh, it's so good. My Fortaleza XA. You guys want to see it? Let me see if I think it's right here. I think it's in a cat. Oh, here it is. No, here it is. I mean, look at it. Look at that beast. Look at that thing. Yeah, look at that. This was 8 weeks. French oak. 8 weeks. 8 weeks, French oak stave. And look at that. It is so good. It's so good. Everyone that I've had taste this was like, "Oh my god, that is so good." I even sent some. If you watch the, I did a live tasting thing with Jason, where his wife bought him a tasting session with me for Christmas, and I sent him some of this without him knowing that it was an aging project. And the look on his face when he tried it was like, "Oh my god, it looks so good, and it tastes so good." He like couldn't believe that it was a home aging project. So it turned out great. So do I know of any cigar blended tequilas, bourbon, etc.? Joseph Magnus bourbon cigar blend. I don't know what a cigar blend is, so no, I don't know anything like that. I do know that if you that 123, like the Diablito, was actually, the flavor profile was developed to match a what's his name, especially Ramon Iona's special selected. Wow, beautiful. Yes, it looks amazing, doesn't it? It's just like, ooh, look at that. Look at that. This was a still strength Blanco originally. Look at that. Well, thank you. I think it looks good too. It tastes good too. The flavor notes on this thing are just, it's, oh, so good. So good. So if you want to make one of these yourself, if you get the still strength Blanco, just buy one of the French Oak No. 3 toast from Beyond Barrel Aging Staves. Drop it in and let it go for 8 weeks. And it turns out, but you're gonna have to let it sit. I mean, this finished in 2022, right? So, and it just sits in this bottle like this and just gets better and better. So you have to sometimes give these things some time to sit together, especially, you know, the longer they're in the barrel and stuff, the longer I have the wood in it. You got to give it time to sit and settle and meld and get and kind of have everything come together. You got to understand when a distillery has an extra añejo, they don't just empty it straight from the barrel right into the bottling tank and then bottle it. It sits in a plastic tank, usually on the floor after they dump it, and they'll let it sit for months just to kind of let everything get together and meld and settle and just get everything so it's, you know, tasting really good. And so they'll put it in a tank and let it rest, let it sit for months before they actually then put it in the bottle. And they'll taste it along the way to see how it's settling, how it's coming out, and then once it gets to the point where they're like, yes, then they'll bottle it. So don't be afraid after you pull the stave out to let it sit for a while. I know sometimes it's hard to be patient, and you know, some people may go, oh, it's over oaked at this point, but just let it sit because it will meld together. You'll get the agave flavor, and it's just beautiful, and it works great. It's six to 8 weeks for me. I love the way it comes out, and there's still. This one I've done a Velo. I use a lot too. That's great. Everything they've done. Even I did 6 weeks in the G4 Madeira, and that turned out great too. But you gotta let the bottle sit and not jump into it right away. If you jump into it right away, it's gonna taste over oaked. It's gonna taste off balance because you gotta just let things settle. You gotta let it settle. You gotta let things marry and get together and kind of become happy and throw a party and everything, and then you'll be welcome to Flavor Town. All right, guys, don't forget to click the thumbs up and give me a like. I keep asking for likes. You guys, I'm only 20. I got 34 people here. I'm missing 14 people that didn't click the like button. Come on. Is Fortaleza the briniest tequila? No, it's not the briniest tequila I've ever tried. You skipped reading my last comment. What was your last comment? Let me see. What is it? What are some I can't talk about those during live stream. Sorry. Instagram only. We don't talk about that stuff here on YouTube. YouTube doesn't like this kind of talk. So refrain from asking me questions about that here on YouTube. Tequila Ocho, a Widow Jane. Although it's not as okay. Let's quit talking about. How do you develop your taste notes for tequila? How to pick out flavors? It's by developing your palate. I actually took a beer judge certification program when I became a beer judge to be able to taste off flavors and stuff. And so it's a sensory program. And so I did sensory training with that, be able to pick out different notes and stuff and how to do tastings properly. And then the key is really just to keep eating a lot of things, trying different things all the time. And when you eat something, taste it so you can then say, okay, I know how this tastes. And then pick out, then as you taste more and more things, you'll be able to identify more and more flavors when you try tequila and other things. You'll be able to pick out the palate. It wasn't something that happened over time. It's something I had to work on. I actually did a palate development class here that actually was pretty good. We lost some interest in it, and so we cut it short. But I think the people that were in it liked it, so it's good. So just follow the class, or you can just work on tasting as many things as you can yourself. All right, so why don't tequila brands age in staves instead of barrels if it's so much faster and doesn't cause evaporation? That's because the CRT requires it to be done in barrels, so they can't do staves, and then there's no way to verify. People always say it doesn't taste like a repo, or a repo is not a style; it's just a matter of aging time. Same with añejo, it's a year. Añejo's a year, up to 3 years. Extra añejos is 3 years is over. Repo is from 2 months to 11 months. So it's just a matter of time. It has nothing to do. If you put a repo into a brand new barrel, it could really taste like an añejo when it comes out. So it could really taste similar to some añejos that were in used barrels before when it comes out. So it's just a matter of how good the wood is, whether it's new wood or used wood or stuff, that's going to determine the flavor profile. But the CRT requires it to be in a barrel in order for you to be able to call it a repo, añejo, or extra añejo. So if you want to do your own aging experiments and stuff, you can make something that tastes like an añejo or extra añejo, then you can buy the staves and do it. And then we recommend tasting after it every week to make sure it's not getting past where you like it. I like extra añejos to taste like extra añejos. I like it, like the Excelencia is got a strong barrel presence. It's supposed to, and so I try to get that exactly. And so I'm going along with the stave, and it'll turn out perfect. I know it will. What is this? I did an aging project with Carrera, an American oak stave that I soaked in bourbon, let it set for 8 weeks. It's really oaky. I need to let it set longer. Let it sit and give it probably 3 or 4 weeks before you try it again, and then pop the top, mix it a little bit, then try it, and then let it sit for 3 or 4 more weeks after that. The longer it sits, the better it's going to get. So don't dilute it down or anything. Give it a chance to really kind of settle first, and then give it some time, because the longer it sits, the better it'll get. So don't be afraid to let it sit for a couple of months if you need to, and then try it, and you'll see it'll develop into something that's great. The 2 ones that I drink now that are like really, really good have been in the bottle. I mean, this was done, the date that I pulled the stave out on this was May 30th, 2022. So it's been over a year. And this has really gotten so good. And the agave flavor is just super there. And it's super delicious. Just don't be afraid to let it sit, right? We don't have to let it sit in a barrel for a long period of time, but give it some time to meld and let all the flavors and stuff come together, and then try it and see where it's at. And then if it, after a couple of months of sitting, if it's still too oaky for you, then you can add some Blanco to it to thin it down a little bit. But I haven't had to do that on any of mine stuff, because I don't think these staves are capable really of making anything like super, super oaky to the point that I don't want to drink it. I have not had that experience yet with any of these staves. For me, it's kind of like foolproof, but you do have to let it sit, and you have to let things meld and get better, and you have to be patient. So that's the key, really. What are your thoughts on Quintera Negra Repo? I don't like Quintera Negra. It was gross when I tried it. It wasn't good. You watch my review on Quintera Negra. It's on the channel. I wonder how Fortaleza Lot 50 Aging Project would taste. It would probably taste just as good as any other Fortaleza Aging Project. Do you have a release date on this year's Ocho Puntas? They're supposed to release it this month, so it probably won't make it here to the United States until probably December, I'm guessing. Because I talked to Fanny Camarena when I was in Mexico last week to see if it was released already, so I could pick some up to do a review for you guys when I was in Arandas, and she said it hadn't been released yet, and they're looking to release it sometime in September. So it still hasn't been released yet. But it's supposed to come out this month, and if it does, it normally takes a couple of months for it to get here to the U.S. And then whether it gets to California or not right away is another thing too. So as soon as it gets here to California, we've got it where we're going to get some. So it will show up. It'll show up on Ferment and Still. I already asked those guys to place the order for it, so they already got kind of like a commitment. So you're welcome. Yes. Hombre, what are some of the upcoming reviews you have for us? I've got a bunch of stuff that I'm going to do. But I'm gonna have it be a surprise. I want you guys to kind of be surprised with me. But I am gonna be mixing some stuff up and revisiting some older stuff too. So just keep an eye out. Make sure you subscribe and click the notification bell so you get notified when I post it, and you'll be able to see what reviews and stuff are coming up. Last week, my liquor store, they had Fortaleza Añejo, but the price was crazy. I asked what's up with the price. Fortaleza was $99. It's because of the demand. But don't worry, it's like, you guys stay away from Fortaleza right now. Just don't buy it. Seriously, don't buy it. Don't buy it. You're not missing anything. Don't buy it. Just stop. Because in December, they're going to be opening a new distillery. And when they do that, there'll be a lot more volume produced. It'll start showing up on the shelves, and the prices will come down. It'll be a lot more readily available. Stop the craziness. You're not missing out on anything. It's a great tequila. They do good stuff, but there's other ones I prefer more. I prefer a lot of other brands that are readily available now, and would rather drink those right now than pay some of these crazy prices for Fortaleza. So don't worry about that. So, that's it. I mean, don't go crazy over Fortaleza. Too many other options that are good for that. A few Total Wine stores just dropped a good amount of Fortaleza bottles this morning. In SoCal, Blanco and Repo, Rigo, Custa, don't buy it. Yeah, don't buy it. Don't buy it. Just let it sit on the shelves. Because prices will come down. There's other good stuff coming out this week that you should spend your money on instead, like the Don Fulano 20th, the Don Vicente Extra Neo. There's Carrera Still Strength, Carrera Regular Blanco. There's a lot of other really good stuff out there that you should just spend your money on and not overpay. Oh, you didn't? You laughed? Good. You laughed at the price. Good. Yeah, because it's stupid. The prices are stupid. They're just getting stupid. And people are paying the stupid prices. So it's like, So you can't blame the liquor stores for charging the prices if people are going to pay it. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it at all. So I'll do some more aging projects too, back on the aging project thing. So I'll let you guys know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a Madeira, the G4 and Madeira. I'm going to throw a stave in that. I'll probably go 6 weeks for the Madeira with American Oak. Because I think 6 weeks comes out as a really nice G4 Extra Neo. Although the classic G4 Extra Neo is a lot lighter in color wise, because the fact that he uses heavily used Dickel barrels, like 25-year Dickel and stuff. So they're very light colored. So I'm not trying to duplicate what they do exactly, but I'm going to make my own version of a G4 Madeira Extra Neo using my own flavor profile. So it should be really good. But I'll post a video on making that, and so you guys can see it on YouTube and follow along. And then I'll also post a video on the Excelencia. I'm debating whether I should dilute it to 40 or not, since Excelencia is 40, or if I just keep it at the 110, Tapatio 110 still strength. So I might just think, I think I might just keep it at a 110 proof and just funnel it back into the bottle and just let it sit for a little while. I'll do a little tasting when I funnel it in the bottle to see where it's at, and let it sit for a while and then visit it back. I got other aging projects I can drink right now, so I'm not like in a hurry that I need to drink it right away. Are you a fan of other spirits such as whiskey or rum? I used to be a bourbon drinker, but I switched completely to agave spirits now, so all I drink is agave spirits. I didn't. I bought Lagrimas de Valle instead. Okay, there you go. Good. All right. There's lots of other options to get for reasonable prices. Will the Don Fulano 20th be it? No, it's an añejo. It's not extra añejo. It's an añejo. It's their 20th anniversary añejo. They didn't do an extra añejo. But it doesn't mean it won't taste like an extra añejo. That's what people don't understand. It's like, it has to do with the barrels. It has to do with how much flavor's in the wood and stuff. Whether it tastes similar to what you would expect an extra añejo to taste like. But there's no like set category as to like, this is what a repo tastes like. This is what an añejo tastes like. They don't. It's just however long it's in the barrel for. So the longer the barrel's used, the lighter the flavor profile is going to be. You want lighter flavor profiles with these, use them for less time for the aging staves. You want it to be like a really good extra añejo that like a whiskey drinkers like, then let it go longer. Like this one here, this is an añejo, but it drinks like an extra añejo. This is really good, a super good bottle. I love this bottle. This is the 135th anniversary San Matias blended añejo is so good. So good. Very smooth, very velvety, very easy to drink. Incredibly good. I love this bottle. The Tequila Ocho single barrel there's a bunch of different single barrels. So yeah, the ones that we had for the Tequila Barrel and Agave Collective was really good. It sold out like in a matter of a week, so it's been gone for a while. You order online from any other place? No, I don't. I only order from Ferment and Still. And the reason being is because everything that I like, that I want to get, I make sure that Ferment and Still orders. So I just order from Ferment and Still. Now, if something that Ferment and Still is not going to get, I'll order it from another place. I've ordered from Mission Wine before. But most of the stuff that I get is from Ferment and Still. I place a lot of orders. I do pay for my own stuff, but it's not free because I'm, like I said, I'm just a partner in it, and I'm not getting rich off of it by any chance. It's just a way for me to be able to help brands by saying, hey guys, buy this so people can buy it, and the more you guys buy it from there, the more we get to buy from them and help the brand. And that's what it's all about, really. It's about being able to put good bottles in your guys' hands and then also curating it so you can't accidentally buy a bottle of added flavoring and food coloring and sugar. You can't buy a bad bottle on Ferment, and so it's literally impossible. So do you find out why El Tesoro Blanco bottle changed? It didn't change. They just had one batch that it was different because they had sourcing problems there. I believe they said that to own a cap on it was coming from Ukraine, and so they're having issues sourcing the caps and stuff because of the war. But I think it's back to where it used to be. I think they were able to get their supply in. So, going to Cancun next week. They're a brand only available. I should grab, not in Cancun. Not that I know of in Cancun. If you were going to Jalisco, I could tell you what to look for or what to get. But not everything you can get in Jalisco you can get in Cancun or in Cabo. So I'm not familiar with Cancun. I don't go there. I've been to Mazatlan. It's been probably 30 years since I've been to Cancun, and I go to Cabo San Lucas a lot, so I spend a lot of time in Cabo. We have a timeshare there. You ever heard of Itali Vino in Los Angeles? No, I haven't heard of it. But it sounds like a wine. Vino. Any inside information about Lalo? No, he doesn't want to age any tequila, for as far as I know. He wants to honor the agave and just stick with the Blanco. I am working with him, on trying to get him to do, he promised me a 110 proof Blanco. So I am working on him on fulfilling his promise to me. If you haven't seen the live stream that I did with him, you can watch the live stream in there. I got him to commit to doing it. So he just hasn't delivered yet, but he did make a bottle for me of a Yayo 110 proof, or not the Yayo, Lalo 110 proof. And it was the first bottle of Lalo off of the new distillery still. So I have that as 55%, 110 proof. And I haven't opened it yet, but maybe I'll do a review of it and do a video of tasting that 110 proof Lalo and see what you guys think. So you're welcome. No problem. You guys don't forget to click the thumbs up. Give me a like for the information I'm sharing, and don't forget to click the notification bell subscribe and notification bell next to it so you get notified when I do these live streams, as well as when I post reviews, so you can catch them. How do I feel about Suerte? I don't have any bad or great feelings about it either way. I'll do a review on Suerte. I mean, I've had some good bottles from them. I've had bottles that weren't so good. So, but I do have a set of bottles here that I'll do a Suerte review. It's just I've gotten other things. I bought the Suerte bottles. They didn't send them. And so what I do is when a brand sends me something, they get priority for the review. I do their reviews first, and then the stuff that I buy gets secondary. So I've been having a lot of bottles that have been sent to me for review. So I'm trying to get those taken care of as a commitment to the brands. And then the way I work with them is they normally say, hey, can you review our tequila? And I'm like, yeah, if it's good, something that I can recommend, then I will make sure that Ferment and Still orders it, and that we stock it on Ferment and Still so that people can order it if they want it. So, and if I don't like it, it doesn't get put up on Ferment and Still. And there's actually one that I was like, okay, this is okay, but we never ordered it for Ferment and Still because it's more of a gadget bottle than anything. This one's good if you like Clase Azul and you want to have something that looks really luxury and stuff. The La Santa. It's no additives and stuff in it, but it is, kind of a Cristalino. So, but this was Sergio Cruz did this. It has gold floating in it, and it has an LED light that lights up. Boom, 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 boom. So it's a cool bottle. And if you want it, you can buy it, but you can't buy it from Ferment Still because we didn't order any of this stuff. So, but flavor-wise, I don't mind it. I think Clase Azul people would love it. It's a good way to show them that you don't need to buy this super expensive additive bottle. Instead, you get something different. So, are YouTube or Discord members getting access to anything not making it onto Ferments? Now, that's for the Tequila Barrel and Agave Collective. So, Discord members. YouTube members get to participate in the blind tastings. Discord members, the Tequila Barrel and Agave Collective is about getting heavily allocated and then proprietary stuff in their hands. That's what the Tequila Barrel and Agave Collective membership is for. So we have people that are members of both. We have people that are members on the YouTube channel to support what I do and stuff, and we have people that are members of the collective that are part of that community. It's a Discord, so there's a lot of people asking questions, sharing information. Good group of really good people. We got like 120 members there. And then when I do these barrel picks, like the San Matias Gran Reserva barrel that I posted the video about, as well as the allocated stuff, they get it first on the Discord. So that's what that's for. It seems like Fortaleza is becoming harder to find. I told you why. I've been telling everybody why. You guys don't watch these videos enough. It's because they can't produce enough to keep up with demand. But coming December, they're opening up another distillery. So they'll have 2 distilleries running. There'll be plenty of tequila being made, and it'll start showing up on the shelves again. So don't get crazy. Don't think like you're missing out on something. The hype for Fortaleza is crazy. It's crazy. It's overhyped. And I'm not the only one that thinks so. I mean, it's a good tequila, but it's not that great that people need to go crazy over it. There's other brands I prefer drinking. So, but everyone gets caught up in the hype. It's like all the bourbon people, like, ooh, a bottle of Pappy came out. I gotta grab a bottle of Pappy. I gotta get it because everyone else says it's great and blah blah blah. And I gotta spend $3,000 on a bottle of Pappy. Otherwise, I'm gonna miss a bottle of Pappy. And I don't want to miss them. That's what it's like with Fortaleza. Oh my God, Fortaleza. Where's Fortaleza? Oh my God, I gotta get Fortaleza. It's not that good. I haven't bought a bottle of Fortaleza in God forever. It's like probably 2 years. I still have bottles sitting here. Look at all my Fortaleza bottles right here. Look, right here. I haven't touched these things in forever. They just sit on my shelf. I drink a lot of other stuff instead. I still have Lot 42As. I got like 6 bottles of Lot 42A sitting on my shelf over here. Matter of fact, I may do a sample giveaway of Lot 42A on the YouTube channel. I may do that. That might be fun. Fortaleza becoming the hardest to find. Who will win the next Super Bowl? Predictions. Dallas Cowboys. But I say that every year. Is the Fortaleza Load 150 a one-time production? Yes, because every load is a one-time production. I chose Wild Common over Still Strength over Fortaleza and blind. There you go. See, you never know when you do it blind and you don't have that whole preconceived notion in your head about, oh, this is Fortaleza, so I have to like it. Otherwise, people are going to think I don't know what I'm talking about. And you're like, oh yeah. No. In a blind test, you pick something else easily. I think Carrera's Still Strength is better than the Fortaleza Still Strength. I'd pick that any day over Fortaleza. That's why we're doing the Blind Blanco, and I think the Blind Blanco the Still Strength Challenge is going to surprise a lot of people on what they pick and what they thought they liked versus what they actually really do like. Because when you don't know, you have no bias playing into the tasting, so it's going to be really cool. Any update from the XA from Corey, though? No, I haven't got any update from Corey, though, at all. Review any mezcals? Do you watch my channel, Josh? Have you watched any of my reviews? Go back and search the channel for Mezcal Monday, and you'll see all the mezcals. I selected Cascana 7 over Fortaleza and a Blanco taste test. Yes, I believe it. Do you ever think of agave spirits in terms of pairing with foods? Sure, of course. Who doesn't? What's the most you'd pay for a G4 Madeira? Our price was like, I think 50. I think our price was $53.99 or something like that. I've seen your review of Azuñia Blanco and Repo. Do you have a review of the Azuñia Black 2? No, I've got the Black 2. I need to do a review of it. When I did try it, I thought it was superly over oaked. I didn't like it. So, but I'll do a formal review. I've got. You can see it right there on the shelf, right there. That's Azuñia Black right there. And it's got 2 glasses in it and everything. It's a really nice little kit that I bought a while back, but it's an older bottle, so I'll do a review of it. I have this Marquez, the Casa Noble Marquez thing I got to review too. You're new. Well, welcome to the channel, but browse the channel. There's lots of reviews and stuff in there. Just use the search area and browse through. You'll see all the reviews I do. I do all kinds of things. I review all kinds of stuff. I started with 16 Blancos. I'm down to 6 on my blind taste bracket. Biggest dark horse yet is the 123 Organic Blanco. Do you have the Carrera on there? You got to get the Carrera on there. The Carrera Still Strength or Carrera Regular. Either of those. Throw those in the mix. And you see, yep, 2 is my go-to for sure. Okay, there you go. the 1, 2, 3s. Hey Al, hola, bienvenido, welcome. All right, you guys, it's 2 o'clock. It's time for me to say goodbye. That's our hour. Until next time. Like I always say, life is too short to drink bad tequila. So keep watching the reviews. Make sure you subscribe and click the notification bell so you get notified. And make sure you give me a like for the information I shared. And until next week, drink good tequila. Salud. Bye, guys.